Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. I'm titling this one, I'm going to say that this is going to be one of the videos which you have seen about all crypto, especially Bitcoin. You're going to wish you had seen this video down the road based on my own crypto journey. Let me share with you guys some things. Now, I got some videos that start popping up on my radar, my own videos from 3 years ago. And YouTube, I guess, wanted to remind me, and I'm going to share this information with you guys. Those of you that's been with me for a while, you're going to remember some of these videos. But here's what I want to show you or tell you. There is something that you need to see. First of all, this is brought to you by StockUpU, where everything you need to know about crypto and how to make money from crypto is in StockUpU, okay? Again, if you like anything I say, then make sure that you like and subscribe. We're going to keep this one all about crypto. That's what we're going to do today, okay? So now, on my other page, I want you guys to see this. On my other page, it's called Larry Jones TV, okay? I posted this video. Now, I want you guys to see this because I go over some numbers of where I think crypto is going, okay? So I'm gonna just play some of it, okay? And then they go on to say, look at this. They go on to say by December of 2030, we're at 1 million. That's what they're saying, all right? And so that was a chart of someone, this site that gives a forecast based on where they think Bitcoin is going to be. And believe it or not, I said from 480 to 500. Well, I'm upping that. I think Bitcoin will be above 500,000. I think Bitcoin by 2030 will be in the $750,000 range. Here's why. Because remember, I want you to understand how many Bitcoin there is, 21 million, right? There's more millionaires than there are Bitcoin just in the United States alone. Now, I want you to listen to one of the millionaires, okay? You can see that right there. Actually, billionaire right here. And when billionaires start chasing, you best believe millionaires are going to start chasing, okay? So you can see this billionaire investor, Philip Lafont. You can see that on Bitcoin. This was 4 months ago, right? 4 months ago. I'm going to bring this forward, and I want you guys to listen to what he says.
Then we added Bitcoin. We thought of Bitcoin as a company. Today, I think Bitcoin is 2 trillion. And we're like, well, could it get to also 4 or 5 trillion? Obviously, Bitcoin's not a company. It'd be like saying if gold's a company, but I thought it was interesting as a new asset.
Yeah. Right. Market cap.
Market cap, 2 trillion is so big.
When did you get involved in Bitcoin?
You know, I've not gotten involved with Bitcoin, and I wake up every day at 3 in the morning, and I'm like, why am I such an idiot? What have I been waiting for?
Now, you heard this from a billionaire. Why have I been such an idiot? What am I waiting for? I'm not telling you you should buy right now, but I'm going to show you some things that you're going to go back and see what you should be doing now. Please follow all the way through.
Being involved in it, and it just goes up and up. In the past, I think this is interesting, the retail investors, they were much faster at getting involved with Bitcoin than the institutional ones. And I always thought Bitcoin's amazing, but it's double or triple the volatility of the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's already pretty volatile. Why do I need to deal with this added volatility? Recently, Bitcoin, when it went down during the tariff, only went down as much as NASDAQ. So it seems the volatility as an asset class is coming down.
Like Mike Tyson says, everybody has a plan until you get hit in the face. And so we see what happened. I truly believe that my crypto portfolio will be worth millions. I plan on becoming a crypto millionaire. Now, that's why, and that was the title of that. And that was 3 years ago, but this is when I shared it on my other page on yesterday, okay? Now, I want to show you something in the charts but I got one more video. See, these guys with these hit jobs, I could make 50 calls. They'll get the one that was wrong and nobody gets them all right. And then they do these little hit jobs, okay? But I want you guys that's been following me and making money year over year over year to understand that this is a game of patience. Watch this. You were buying Bitcoin at 60,000. Then why aren't you considering dollar cost averaging in at 36,000 if you bought it at 50,000? If you look at Bitcoin right now, here's what I did. I pulled up a chart and I'm on the weekly, okay? When I said that, that was May 29th of 2022, all right? This is May 23rd of 2022, but I'm on the weekly, right? So I'm here. Let's see if we could get this dialed in a little more. I want you guys to watch this because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to wish they had held and bought more. All right, so that's May 30th, a day after I made that, okay? So this is about where Bitcoin was, okay? Around $36,000, okay? 36. So here we are, 36. Well, for the people that can't take the volatility and can't just turn away, you know, like the lady in Bridesmaids that just said, turn away, turn away. So if you can't just turn away and understand, all you have to do is hold and accumulate. And when I said that, good people, it wasn't even at the bottom. It fell another 44%. So Bitcoin fell another 44% after I said that. And this is when the hit jobs come in. But what did I do? I just kept my money, right? And then it fell lower, right? So even if I didn't buy anything else and you were just coming in and you bought here, you would be up right now 291% on your Bitcoin because it's a long game. You would have been up from the highs. You'd have been up over 362%. So let's say you didn't listen to that, right? And let's say you even came in late and bought at the high. You just bought at the height, right? Let's just see what happens there. Even if you bought here, you would be up. Look at that. You would be up 67%, even if you bought at the high. So remember, good people, I was talking about the Wyckoff system, and I was talking about the 4 stages of crypto. Well, here it is, right here. Look at this. Accumulation, markup, distribution, markdown. But even the markdown is higher than distribution from the last cycle. And remember, distribution is when you are range bound, okay? Distribution is when you are range bound. But last cycle, distribution was moves of 100% up, not 100% up, I'm sorry, was moves of 51% down, okay? Distribution was what had 50% moves. Boom, 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 boom. You see that? And then it goes down. Now, why am I showing you this? It's because it doesn't matter where we are in the cycle. All you have to do with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Layer 1s, and XRP. As a matter of fact, let's see where XRP was. Well, guys, I forgot. XRPs, especially on the weekly chart, it only goes back to the 23rd, okay? So, of course, you would be up. You could have bought it at, look at that, 81 cent. you got it at 50 cents. Now this is on the weekly, so you can get lower than that when you go into it, okay? But let's just go to ETH. That didn't perform as well as Bitcoin, right? So even if you caught it on the fall, you would be up 76% on Ethereum. But if you caught it at the bottom, let's say you followed retracement here and you got it to where it is right now, you'd be up 168%, right? But Bitcoin is the main thing. It's the main thing. And so as we hover at the time of filming this around 103, when we go into extreme fear, right? When we go into extreme fear, and if we go into crypto winter, and because of all of the institutional buy-in, I doubt very seriously if we even revisit in this zone. That's what I think. I don't think that we're going to come below this point. I don't believe it. I just don't. I believe that crypto winter, you're not going to see $30,000 and $40,000 Bitcoin again. I just don't think you're going to see it. I don't. And could it happen? Yes, you could fall all the way down here, but I don't think crypto winter is going to happen that way because it is a cycle that's altered. Okay. Is there a 4-year cycle? As it stands, as far as I believe, as long as we have a halving, we have a cycle. So what I'm saying to you is, Larry, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. I'm just going to be buying and buying more, right? And now, as you know, XRP is not as old as Ethereum and Ethereum and a lot of the other layer ones, but because of its utility, now you're going to see Larry get more bullish on XRP during the bear market, during crypto winter. That's when Larry gets bullish on these plays, okay? You saw me in 2022 put out videos when a lot of the guys on this platform went silent after the bull run of 2021 as it pertains to crypto. This is how I make a lot of money in crypto. And the people that followed me, which a lot of you guys did, you're happy for it. And all it took was patience. So go back to my videos. Go back to my videos for 2022, which was a bear market, an absolute beat down bear market for stocks and crypto. But we were buying, okay? And so that's why this is the video you're going to want to bookmark and circle. And when crypto winter comes, you're not going to operate off of your emotions. That's what you're not going to do. You're going to strategize on what you want to be accumulating long term. Bitcoin better be one of them, okay? And then start looking at layer ones and utility. And yes, XRP has a great utility, okay? But it's not what you bought, it's the price you bought it at. That's why some of you are upside down with your XRP, but some of you was buying it when it was under $1. You're not even in the same neighborhood, all right? So I want you to strategize, hang with me. I'm going to point out the facts. And again, there's more news about XRP. It ain't moving it. It's not going to move it. Remember, don't follow the news stories. Follow the liquidity and you will win. All right, good people. StockUpU is where you can learn and earn. I want you to take the crypto course. I want you to put in coupon code LEARN, LEARN, and participate in this Black Friday sale. It will be ending, okay? So I want you guys to strategize on if the bottom does drop, not what would you be selling. My question to you is, what would you be buying?